It's live. We are live. We've been live for 8 seconds at least. So, hello everyone. I don't know how many of you will be live today because we haven't even reached the 200 subscriber mark, but for posterity and for people that would like to know a little bit more about myself here on the channel, I'll be yapping for about 30 to 40 minutes about my background, who I am, who the hell I am, who's this guy that's teaching cybersecurity on the internet, so that you will have a little bit more context about what I'm doing and what I'm all about. So, my name is Adriano Gattaboia, and I come from Italy. I actually live in Italy. It's a city that's 80 kilometers south of Rome, so you can be more Roman than I am. Actually, everybody in my family have Roman names. My dad's name is Claudio, my sister's name is Giulia, so Adriano. We're really Romans, right? Now, I have started primary in security in Italy, in the Italian language, about a couple of years ago. But I've been publishing courses for more than 10 years now on Udemy. Then I switched to Teachable because their marketing sucks. They're not as good as I am, as I found out. Now, I'm pretty successful in Italy. As a cybersecurity specialist, I have about 10,000 subscribers there. And I've been doing this for quite a while. I've been publishing lots of stuff. Lots of people know me in Italy, and some will even go as far as saying that I'm the top first grade in ambulance. They're free in Italy. Yeah, we have, calling an ambulance is free, so you hear lots of those. So, what was I talking about? Yeah, my channel is called Primary Security, simply Primary Security in Italy, and I started doing this also in the English language about 6 months ago, but you can expect many more videos in the following months, as you've been seeing on my channel in the past couple of weeks or so, where I published about 4 to 6 walkthroughs for VulnHub and Hack the Box machines. Now, next month, it's gonna come, 4 more videos are gonna come about the penetration testing of Active Directory environments, which has also been covered in the Offensive Security course. It's called Penetration Testing with Kali, but they only cover about, talk about it for something like 40 pages and also not very well. So I wanted to do something that was more in depth. And so what I will be doing here on this international channel, I will be throwing shit at the wall, seeing what sticks. I know that in America there are many more people that are doing this. For example, on reverse engineering, you have low-level learning. It's very good. Then you have Hammond, you have Bombal, you have Network Chuck. Well, Network Chuck deals more with networking than with security per se, right? But we'll see. So please do write in the comments if you want me to cover some specific subjects, because I've been doing this for more than 10 years professionally and as a teacher, so there's very little that I cannot do in this space. There will be also a course on reverse engineering that I'll start working on next year with driver development, fuzzing, exploit development. I will start from assembly and C up to being able to develop an exploit like the Eternal Blue exploit from scratch. That will be very interesting. It will be a course that it'll be about 40 to 60 hours, something like that. But I have to first translate one of my Italian courses on Linux in English. It's about 10 hours of material. That will be quite interesting. My God, it's really a ghost town. Yeah, I probably should have waited to get to about 10,000 subscribers. I'll just speak by myself in a room like a crazy person, I guess, for another 30 minutes. So write down in the comments if there's something that you would like me to talk about, and also if there are videos that are covered on prime rating security that you want me to cover here too in the English language, which I'll eventually come to doing anyways, because my initial idea was to actually mirror all of the contents that I have on my Italian channel on here on Prime Rating Security Global. So let's start talking about my background first. Oh god, this is gonna be long, winded. I'll take 10 seconds, okay? I will take 10 seconds. I'll edit this. Goddamn goes down it is. Okay. I actually started out as a musician when I was about 15, but I also had an interest in computers, right? I used to hack Fallout 2, the Fallout 2 save files to get some little advantage on my gameplay. Well, I've been playing with computers since I was probably 6 years old with my NES, but fast forward to when I learned how to produce music and got to working with computers, with programming and software development. I was, I guess, 23 when I signed up at an Italian university, the University of Urbino. Studied for 1 or 2 years calculus and all those stuff. I mean, the academic path in Italian universities are quite old. You get to study calculus, Newtonian mechanics, and electromagnetism. So after about a year, I decided to start working as a software developer. So I taught myself stuff that they were teaching there, like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, and developed a prototype for a social network. So I started sending out CVs, resumes, and I got my first job at actually a company, an American company in South Carolina. So that was my first job, bought my first computer. I also used to perform Italian to English translation at the time and vice versa. Then I kept studying more programming languages at a higher level of abstraction, like the CodeIgniter and other MVC frameworks. I studied also Bootstrap, started working as a freelancer for other people, up until where I also studied Git, up until where I got to a crossroads and I wanted to, I needed to choose which path I would have taken permanently. So I took a look at video game development and cybersecurity. Cybersecurity, I really didn't know much about that at the time. I was about 27 or 28 years old. And taught myself Unity, the Unity framework for video game development. Did a couple of prototypes there. And then I saw that there weren't many companies that were hiring. I mean, ever. There's no company that actually hires. I mean, there are probably a couple of companies in America. There must be more companies that do so, but they overwork employees. And from what I read, it's an absolute hell to work at a game company. I mean, people at Rockstar work how many hours? About 100 hours a week. And if they try to unionize, they get fired. Doesn't seem like a good deal. So I tried with did some interviews for video game development that were there were mainly mobile video game development companies, half of which shut off in the following 12 months or so. So I started studying cybersecurity, taught myself the Metasploit frameworks, studied buffer overflows and all of that interesting stuff. So I went to Rome, did some interviews, and got hired as an intern. And I worked there for about a year. I learned how to perform web and mobile penetration tests in a professional capacity. But then I left the job because the traveling times were quite heavy. It was about 4 hours to get on the job and 4 hours to get back home. Used to sleep 4 hours a night. But hey, at least I learned how to perform penetration tests, which, you know, has been useful, has been great. So I switched to teaching, developed some courses, quite some courses, and then, you know, other years passed. Then I worked as a system administrator. Kept working and studying as an IT person, and then started my channel in Italy, Prime Rate and Security, and I guess we're here. I don't think there's really much more to say, because usually what happens, since I have 10,000 subscribers in Italy and I have about 400 people that follow me on streams on Twitch, which I remind you that it's Prime Red Empire on Twitch. They usually ask questions, lots of questions about career IT and other technical stuff. So I guess that'll be everything for this live. Also because nobody has logged in. Well, as you can see on the bottom right, I think most of you, if you're in America, about 20% of you are Americans. I guess you're all sleeping by now, so. Also, this wasn't probably a good idea, because I only have something like 200 subscribers on YouTube, so just speaking to the wall here. But what else is there? Oh, nothing much. Merry Christmas, I guess, and Happy New Year. I'll be buying the Native Instruments complete bundle, and I'll be seeing what instruments I do have there, because I also compose music on stream. I will be doing that more often on my Adrian Marksman channel on Twitch. Let me know if there's something that you would like to have covered on my YouTube channel, anything related to IT or cybersecurity. And I guess I'll be signing off for today. Now, I've been talking for something like 14 minutes straight, because I want to edit this as little as possible, because I really do hate editing videos. Can't wait to hire a collaborator, because I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to go live and not have to think about editing videos. I want to do technical stuff mainly. On Prime Red Empire, it's actually the name of my video game development channel that I'll get around to, you know, doing once I have a collaborator, because I spend about 40 hours a week within DaVinci Resolve. So I don't have time to work on anything else. I don't have time to work on video game development. I would love to do that. We also had an idea to crowdsource a video game and have people suggest ideas to do something funny, something that's interesting. It will be fun, something like an open source video game or something like that. That will be very cool. But I don't think we'll be having the numbers on this YouTube channel for quite some time. I mean, I think this channel will grow exponentially in the following 2 or 3 years. It takes a lot of time, because YouTube caps your growth, or else I will be, considering how much I work, I will get to be the top the top YouTube channel in a couple of months because I work something like 80 hours a week. I'm unstoppable, man. I mean, well, it's not like I'm unstoppable. I don't have a life. I really don't. That's the secret sauce. And now it's been 15 minutes. I'll smoke another cigarette, and I'll wait for you to ask some questions or give some suggestions in the chat. I've seen there's a couple of you right now, a couple of people. If you have any questions, just shoot away. I just smoke another one and we'll be done for the day. I think I'll extract a couple of shorts out of this next month. I'm actually on some sort of a holiday, so I put zero pressure on myself. I'll just fuck around. I'll be just fucking around for about 10 days and then we'll keep on pushing hard starting next year. I'll see if there is anything else worth mentioning in the meanwhile. Oh, one thing you can do, write down in the comments where you're from, because I've seen there are people from all around the world. I mean, this is gonna be a problem. I mean, I know how to talk to people in my home country because we share the same culture, right? But when it comes to talking to the world, I mean, there was this idea that came to mind, and I think this is a good intuition. If you really want to know what's the soul and the heart of a people's nation, study their literature classics. I think that will be a good idea because I think the classics of a nation's, the literature classics of a nation encapsulate basically the culture of that people and their history. Because I read some classics from Italy, like Italo Calvino, for example, or Pasolini. You certainly know, or you certainly know Pasolini. And they capture the soul of a people and of a culture very accurately. Is that even a word? They're very accurate with capturing the soul of a nation. So I think that might be it. I don't think I'll have problems with America. I mean, I read Burroughs, Bukowski, Kerouac, writers from the Beat Generation. I like that a lot. I also like American culture a lot because of rock and roll, man. I mean, being a guitar player, how can you not like that? One of my favorite bands growing up were probably Nine Inch Nails, Marilyn Manson, lots of metal bands, Queens of the Stone Age, Mark Lanegan. My God, so good. It was so good. I mean, most people that watch my channel, they're in their early 20s, so unfortunately, their favorite musical genre is trap, which I really do not like because, I'm getting older. But I've also been producing guitar tabs on my other channel. Maybe some of you will recognize me from there. The channel was called, is still called Adrian Marksman Does Tabs. There were lots of Americans there too, because we share this love for American rock and roll. And what else? I think we can wrap it up. It's been about 20 minutes and I'll close it here. If you have any questions, just write them out in the comments. If you have suggestions for new videos, do so there. This is a video that will be fun to watch back on in 1 or 2 years, because we'll have our inside jokes, we'll have our own memes. Well, if I keep working at it, that is, or else it will never grow at all. And you will find in time that I'm a little bit different from the other YouTube personalities that deal with cyber security. You'll see. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. There are about another couple of videos that come out that are gonna come out before the end of the year, and then there will be lots and lots of other videos coming out in the year of 2026. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.